We do begin with breaking developments on the anti-war protests at local universities. Just in the last hour, Sky Ranger flew over a group of protesters marching through Cambridge, ending in front of the MIT president's home on Memorial Drive. And this all coming after 10 students were arrested at MIT just this morning as police removed the tent encampment set up there on campus. Thanks for joining us on this Friday. I'm Priscilla Casper.
I'm Glenn Jones. Meantime, at Harvard, the tents are still in place there, but students now face suspensions. NBC 10's Bianca Beltran is live in Cambridge with reaction from students and faculty at both universities. Bianca.
And that rally that we brought you here live during our 4 o'clock newscast was the same group that marched around the MIT campus all the way to the president's residence on Memorial, temporarily blocking Memorial Drive as police were monitoring the situation. It did disperse just minutes ago without incident, but the students and community members that were a part of that march, they were calling for the university to drop the charges against the students who were arrested.
This encampment is just a symbol of our movement, and the movement cannot and will not be arrested.
Hours after the pro-Palestinian encampment at MIT was dismantled early Friday morning, student protesters regrouped on campus, defiant.
We will not stop. We will not rest. MIT, disclose, divest.
10 students were arrested, charged with trespassing. They appeared in a Medford courtroom Friday. Their attorney said they've been ordered to follow MIT's suspension orders.
They've lost their rights to be students without any sort of hearing being conducted by MIT.
In a letter, MIT President Sally Kornbluth said the decision to clear the encampment was a last resort that came after tensions escalated between protesters and counter-protesters. At Harvard Yard, the pro-Palestinian encampment remains with access to the campus restricted, but the university's president warns it must end and those who participate will be referred for involuntary leave, meaning they will no longer be allowed on campus. Faculty members who support the protesters are calling on university leaders to negotiate.
The Harvard Out of Occupied Palestine Coalition remains steadfast in its commitment to disclose and divestment. Our legacy will be our unwavering resolve and solidarity with Palestinian liberation. Garber's legacy will be his failure.
Now, a spokesperson for Harvard University said the president invited students to have a conversation about the school's endowment, noting that that conversation was not a negotiation. And they reiterate that the university's position is that the school's endowment would not be used as a political tool. Reporting live from Cambridge, I'm Bianca Beltran, NBC 10 Boston.